All right, so today I'm going to be reading to you, and you will be supplied the reading yourself, the first two sections of Chapter 1 in Social Studies, which is for the geography of the United States. We have already done Spotlight Vocabulary. We looked at some of the main vocabulary. We've done some work around what are longitudes and what is longitude and what is latitude. And also we did a preview of how to map our room, which will show us, and we will relate it to how to use a map. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start reading. Before you study the history of the United States, you need to know about our country's geography. The word geography comes from two Greek words, geo, meaning earth, and graph, meaning describing. Geography is the study of our physical world and how we interact with it. Geographers help us locate places. They describe plants, bodies of water, land masses, and climate. Climate refers to aspects of weather such as temperature, rainfall, and wind that are measured over time in an area. Geographers also study how our physical surroundings affect us. For example, they look at the reasons why mountains make it hard for people to move from place to place. Learning about the geography of the United States will help you understand our country's history. In this chapter, you will learn some geography skills for reading maps. You will first learn how to read a globe. A globe is a model of Earth. It is the most accurate way to represent Earth. You will then learn how to use latitude and longitude. These lines form a grid that helps us find any place on Earth. Next, you will learn some key geographic terms. These terms describe bodies of water, such as bays, and land masses, such as islands. Finally, you will learn about our major physical features of the United States. Physical features include land masses, like the Great Plains, and bodies of water, like the Mississippi River. Look at the picture of the globe on this page. What do you think a globe can teach you about the United States? So that's referring to this globe. And what do you think a globe could teach you about the United States? Well, right away, when I look at this picture, it does say world globe, Western Hemisphere. And when I look here, I can see that this is North America, which the United States is located in. We have South America, and there's this line in between, which is called the equator, and then that separates the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. So that's what I can tell about the globe. All right, so we're moving on to this page. This is a picture of a compass rose, which you normally see on a map or a globe. You've got north, west, east, and south, and then you have northwest, northeast, southeast, and southwest. These are called intermediate directions, and these are called cardinal directions, and we will learn more about that later. All right, so now we have the hemispheres. So, as I said before, looking at that picture above, we have the northern hemisphere. You have the equator, which separates the northern hemisphere from the southern hemisphere. And then you have the prime meridian, which goes from north to south, up and down, which separates the western hemisphere and the eastern hemisphere. So there are 4 hemispheres. Earth is a huge sphere. A sphere is something that is shaped like a ball. A globe is also a sphere. Most maps that show Earth's surface are flat. Because a globe is shaped like Earth, it provides a more accurate picture of our planet. The most northern point on Earth is the North Pole. The most southern point is the South Pole. No matter where you are on Earth, north is always in the direction of the North Pole. South is always in the direction of the South Pole. When you face north, east is to the right and west is to your left. These 4 directions are the main points on a compass. They are called the cardinal directions. So as I was saying before, these are the cardinal directions, north, south, and east and west. And these are the intermediate directions, getting a little bit more specific. Points in between the cardinal points are called intermediate directions. These points include northeast, northwest, southeast, and southwest. Many maps have a symbol that shows us all or some of these directions. This symbol is called a compass rose. An imaginary line circles Earth halfway between the North Pole and the South Pole. This line is called the equator. The equator divides Earth into two half spheres called hemispheres. The half of Earth north of the equator is the northern hemisphere, and the southern half is the southern hemisphere. And I showed you that already with the graphic. So now we have a graphic of a map of the Earth, the world map with continents and oceans. Now, this is a great map that you can refer to for the assignment that you have to accompany this reading. Another special line runs from the North Pole to the South Pole. So that was that line that I showed you earlier. It forms half of a circle that divides Earth into two equal parts. This line is called the prime meridian. The half of Earth to the east of the prime meridian is the eastern hemisphere, that would be this side, and the half to the west is the western hemisphere. So the prime meridian is in the middle. We have the western hemisphere and we have the eastern hemisphere. A globe shows that we live on a watery planet. In fact, water covers almost 3/4 of Earth's surface. This is mainly the salt water of oceans. Oceans are the largest bodies of water on Earth. There are 4 oceans. From largest to smallest, they are the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, and the Arctic Ocean. Oceans surround large masses of land called continents. There are 7 continents on Earth. In order from largest to smallest, they are Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe, and Australia. So that is the reading for today. You do need some of this information for your assignment later. So I just want to point that out. I also have, you will see this map I'm going to be sharing with you, which you can use to help you with the assignment as well. And there's this graphic as well for you to refer to. Okay, so look for the directions. You will have an assignment which is going to be a map, and you have 10 challenge questions, and you will be labeling the map. And so if you have any questions about that, please let myself or Miss Sullivan know. Good luck.